Because the PlayStation 1 was launched over a decade ago and millions of new titles have been released since then, it's only natural to forget about some of the prominent games that were the latest hype back when the PS1 was the gamer's console of choice. And that's why in today's video, we thought it would be a good idea to try to revive some of the most iconic PlayStation 1 titles and make you feel a bit of nostalgia for the good old days when gaming was still in its inception phase. Heart of Darkness was a cinematic platformer that featured an original score and some equally amazing graphics, having quite amazing specs in comparison to other titles from that era. The very short length of its gameplay was regarded as one of the main drawbacks, and that's why the game didn't get as much attention as it truly deserved, but nevertheless, Heart of Darkness still remains an iconic installment on the PS1. An excellent specimen of the JRPG genre, Suikoden II displays an array of methodically built gameplay elements that are well packed into a flawless 2D graphic style. This game conquers the player's hearts through its immersive simplicity. With more than 100 recruitable characters, out of 40 which can be used in combat, the original game title keeps you engaged with its dynamic gameplay that will never get old. A 2.5D Metroidvania-style platformer, Tomba 2 is yet another overlooked yet trend-setting PS1 title where players can enjoy a gameplay that spreads out across 100 missions and offers so many crazy things to do that it's impossible to get tired of it. Breaking in and out of the background and breaking the linear platforming pattern are some of the aspects that make Tomba 2 such a unique and full-of-life adventure. Based on the widely popular eponymous anime title, Ghost in the Shell is a third-person shooter that had really good controls, offering the freedom of movement that not many games had back in the day. Even though it wasn't such a popular PS1 game when it was first released, this shooter title packed in a lot of cool features, pitting players against challenging enemies that constantly pushed the limits through an ever-changing gameplay environment. Even though its gameplay mechanics might not seem as spectacular as some other 3D fighting games, Bushido has gameplay that focuses on realism of the combat moves, the button mashing technique being replaced by the need for sheer skill. This game consolidated its value with time, becoming so well respected during the past several years that it was included on a Games That Need an HD Remake list. Parasite Eve II is a game title that is exclusively associated with the PlayStation 1 for a large number of players. Its complex gameplay that encompassed traits from both the survival horror genre and the RPG genre, making it one truly one-of-a-kind video game. It's a wonder how Parasite Eve II didn't manage to surpass its rivals Resident Evil and Silent Hill in popularity, since its gameplay is much more engaging and entertaining. So many gamers think of Mega Man X4 when they're asked about PS1 games they consider to be iconic for the console, and that's why it's impossible to not include it on our list. Both players and critics appreciated the fact that you can play as Zero for the very first time in the history of the Mega Man franchise, an aspect that made a lot of fans really happy about the fact that they can control laser sword-wielding robots and feel like they're owning each and every fight. " 2017 was a great year for fans of PaRappa the Rapper, the 20-year anniversary of the title treating gamers to a remastered edition of the game and thus bringing back a lot of fun memories from the time when PlayStation 1 was the console of choice for many people. PaRappa was always a cool gaming title that featured highly challenging gameplay, which remains even more complex than a majority of rhythm games today. In case you somehow forgot about Spyro the Dragon's amazing adventures through the fantasy realm of Avalar, this entry in our list will definitely take you on a walk down memory lane and remind you of the simpler days when playing Ripto's Rage on the PS1 was the best way to spend your free time at home and not have a care in the world. This critically acclaimed platform game was quite the hype back when it was released and still continues to be good up to this day. Ranked the 13th best PlayStation game of all time, Wipeout XL is a futuristic racing game where you get to fly at the speed of light with some of the coolest spacecrafts in the history of video games. This highly acclaimed game title has fast-paced gameplay where you can enjoy free movement to explore the most visually stunning tracks inspired by modern Japanese culture. Full of color and life, Wipeout XL was the favorite PS1 title for many gamers back in the day. And this was our list discussing some iconic PS1 titles that you probably forgot about, and we hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please press the like button, as we do appreciate it and it helps us immensely. We often ask our audience for suggestions to compile these lists, and if you'd like to contribute, please follow FragHero on Facebook. If you can remember any other game titles, please remind us down in the comments below, because we do try to read pretty much everything. Now, it'd also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe, because we upload new stuff all the time, so subscribing will keep you up to date on all of our latest videos. You can also check out FragHero.com for more gaming related articles, but until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.